Look at those semi-transparent shinies back there. Alright, so I did some research on my own so that I don't wander aimlessly. I did some research on some of the remaining stuff that we're missing. So I took a look at where the best place to find Cherubi would be, where I could get Bonsly, where I can get Togepi. Pretty much everything else is not trade. Pretty much everything else is evolutions, which is easy enough, except for the Eevee ones. We got to catch several Eevees. Won't that be fun? I keep forgetting to pull up the stream to make sure everything's good. Oh, I didn't mute. Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. Funny, no sound was coming out anyways. Okay, let's get started. So we need a Bonsly, we need a Togepi. Those may take a little bit of time. Those ones are kind of rare spawns. I did catch a Magmar, didn't I? Wait a second. Because I do need Magmortar. So didn't I catch a Magmar last time? Yeah, I did. I did catch a Magmar last time, so I do need to evolve a Magmar. Pipes are your Valentine. Yep. Today is February 14th. A completely normal, uneventful day with nothing important to it. Ignore the millions of people currently smashing out there. You know it's true. You know what tonight is. You know what's going on. You know it's true. Okay, I didn't close the door. I'm gonna go close the door real quick. Alright. So let's see, over here, I need to check this spot for Bonsly, and I also need to check, there's a spot over here. Was it here? I think so. Was it? There's a spot somewhere for Togepi. I saw online one method is to knock out the Sudowoodos and then just go back to camp and change the time of day. I'd rather just go back to the village and then come back. Do I even have... Completely flew right past where I was supposed to go. Alright, so... Oh! Look at that! One right there. I'm gonna try to not aggro the Bonsly, but I do need to get rid of this Parasect. What? What else has spotted me? Oh. Okay, good. Well, today is yet another... What, are you gonna talk about pipes today? No, it's kind of hard to go over my school material while I'm doing this. When I was just normally shiny hunting, then it would be easier. I can have the screen in front of me, and it's not too over-the-top gameplay I gotta focus on, but for when it comes to this, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been neglecting my schoolwork for quite a while now. Thankfully, nothing's been due yet. Although I do have something due tomorrow. So I do have to I do have to do that tomorrow and hand it in tomorrow. Yeah, over here where the white flowers are, there can be a Togepi. Is that a Togepi right there? I think it is. We got pretty lucky then. Does Togepi run? It does. That's why we saved the game. Unless it screws me over again, like with that Alpha Shield on. Well, I hope you guys out there had a better Valentine's Day than I did. Once again, it's another alone day for me. So just another normal day. You want to hear something that my friends and I don't want to say argued about. Just had a back and forth about earlier today. What the hell? Alright, so earlier today in my friends, in my group chat with my friends, hold on, let me pull up the chat logs. Let's see here. So, my friend added another one of my friends, and he said, "You're right, there are so many spots here at the gym right now. There are spots at the front, and no wait for any machines or cables or bench or seats. Well, you may find your single gym crush." Okay, that's not important, yada yada yada. These two guys are talking about gym stuff. I clearly don't go to the gym. You take one look at me and you can probably guess that I never went to the gym once in my life. I've already explained in detail many times before, I don't like working out. Alright? Oh, I'm surprised the Togepi's still here. Well, it was for a little bit. So anyways, they were talking about the gym, and so my friend said, it's all guys, just like one or two girls. So my friend replied, male singleness is an epidemic. And to that, I just replied to that message, and I'm just like, oi, then why you fuckers dogpile on me when you know this is the case? And so my friend replied, "'Cause you down bad. You sexualize everything relationship related. There's no wholesomeness." And I'm just thinking to myself, no, you guys do. That's not me, that's you guys. I could pull the fucking chat logs, motherfuckers. And so I did. Literally, what was it? 2 days ago, yesterday, we had another back and forth on Instagram. Whatever the post was, my caption was, "We are a quarter century old this year and still single." So my friend replied, "You sound lonely. Are you lonely?" I just replied, "Yes. Where have you been? You didn't know? Shameful." So then he replied, "Do you yearn for a woman's touch?" And I kid you not, my reply to that was, "How about just companionship, you dirty-minded shit?" And then he replied to that, "No, you yearn for a woman's touch." Like, man, talk about the bullshit I deal with these guys. No wholesomeness, huh? I sexualize everything, huh? And then, because I said I will pull up the chat logs right now. I will pull the receipts right now. They did the same to me. And I'm not gonna lie, out of all of these goody two-shoes, all of these like Christian boys, they're not all Christian. They just They just stale. These guys are a bunch of squares. They can't take a joke. So they pull up the chat logs, and let me show you. Well, I'm not going to show you. One of my friends dug into our group chat all the way to 2023. February 28th, I sent this. 2023, so damn near exactly 3 years ago. I sent this into our group chat. And I just sent a random meme. It was a picture. You know that meme of the guy? There's 2 buttons in front of him and he's sweating, can't decide what button to push. Well, one button was big boobs, no ass. Or the other button, big ass, no boobs. And I just sent them that out of the blue, and I'm just like, fellas. Well, so what if I see a meme and I want to send it to my friends? These guys, yeah, there's no seriousness at all. What? It's all seriousness. There's no joke taking whatsoever. Another one, I don't know exactly when this one was. Wait, hold on, what else did I need to catch? That was the wrong screen. Okay, there we go. I still need to get the evolution lines. I still need to... Okay, I still need to go for this. I can get that. I think it was... Yeah, I think it's here. Let me see. So I need to go over here. What I saw online, this spot right here has a chance for a full-blown full-blown Cherim to spawn. And if not, I can get a Cherubi and evolve it, so it's fine. Where am I facing? Oh, that way. So I need to look for the shaking trees here. Of which I see none! So anyways, I kind of forget exactly what the context was behind these texts. So, he was basically like, man's, like, got adopted by the other friend of ours, huh? Gets new job, buys you a toy, very dad-coded. Oh, I think the context was when my friend came back from his Asia trip and he brought back a couple of Beyblades. I think that was the context. So the whole context was my friend took a trip to Asia, Hong Kong, Japan, whatever it was. He took a trip to Asia and he brought back some Beyblades to gift to some of us. That's it. That's all the context. He just brought back a Beyblade as a gift for us. So I posted it on Instagram. These other friends of mine saw it, and I don't remember exactly how the conversation went, but he just went like, "Yeah, it seems like you were adopted by him because you know he goes and buys you, he buys you some toys." And I'm just like, "All right, I'll just roll with this." Yep, Daddy got me new toys, and he's like, "Whoa, he's your daddy now?" I'm just like, you walked right into that one. It's like, you walked right into that one. You know, you saw my post yourself. He brought me a Beyblade, and you were just like, yep, dad coded right there, buying you new toys. It's like, how do you expect me to respond to that? Talk about some I'm the one who sexualizes everything. Ooh, shaking tree. Let's see. I don't know if Burmy can spawn over here or not. Oh, look at that. You have a lot of charisma. Just letting you know. Whatever that means. You know, I actually had a customer named Charisma the other day. I'm not kidding. Anyways, so another one. This was even further back. This was like 4 years ago. So we were talking about cars. He said, whatever, something I said. I said, quote, I already didn't buy 2 years ago when it was released. Now I gotta try to find it possible off scalpers. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. Something I missed out buying? Alright, so he replied, you sound like a car guy trying to buy an R34. And I just replied, Rule 34? Boy, down bad, that's what they said to me. Little ego boost for the evening. Yep, because my ego's at an all-time low because of what today is. I don't know, it's like, what did you expect me to say? The guy said, you sound like a car guy trying to buy an R34, and I'm just like, Rule 34? These guys really cannot take a joke. And I'm the one sexualizing everything. Anyways. Wait, hold on. What else did I need now? So I got Cherim covered. I still need to get Scizor. That's going to be a pain. And I looked online where to get Mr. Mime. There's a spot over in the Crimson Mirelands? No, Obsidian Fieldlands. Sounds like a projection? Perhaps. What if it is? Only a car guy would know what an R34 is. Well, guess what I'm not. So I think it was somewhere down here, maybe? I don't know. I don't know shit about cars. I just think they look cool. Ugh. And you know, these guys, they know me for being the quote-unquote dirty one, just because none of these guys have a sense of humor at all. None of these guys crack jokes whatsoever. Let's see. No one else makes these kind of jokes in our group chat like I do. So they know me as like the dirty-minded one. And you know what else? None of my friends, at least in this particular group chat, is interested in finding someone in this world, which, fine, you do you, whatever. But when I suddenly vent like, damn, it's kind of lonely right now, you know? Ain't got nobody to come home to, none of that. And you already know, I said this many times, you already know I got no one to talk to, like Borderline. Like, that's no secret right there. Why do you think I talk about all these shows? And so whenever they hear this, they're just like, ooh, he's down bad, he's horny, he just wants to cooch. And I'm just like, no. What if it's just, you know, want some company in my life? What if it's just wanting a little bit of companionship, Oh, look, there it is. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. That's something else I hated about this game. How it's so annoying to save the game sometimes. Well, it's a good thing I don't need a Mime Jr. Well, you already know me. I don't really have many friends to talk to. Just in general, let alone actually talk to about stuff I'm interested in. And, well, you don't need me to go into how I don't really talk to my family anyways. So it's like, damn, what's so wrong with wanting a little bit of companionship in this world, But no, every time I bring that up, I'm just deemed down bad and horny and, you know, get a fleshlight or something. You know, it's just kind of unfortunate what today is for me to talk about this stuff. This was not planned, by the way. Being what today is, it just makes me sound like, you know, desperate, I guess. Anyways. So let's see. Anything else I actually need to catch? Besides all the EVs. I need to evolve this. This is already taken care of. I need to evolve this, because I don't feel like going out and finding one to catch. I do need to catch this. So this is done. I need to evolve this. Done. Done. Did I ever catch a Ghastly? I may not have. Let's go find out. If not, then I need to go catch that Ghastly. Nope, I did. Haunter. An Alpha Haunter, too. Happened a mere days ago, and yet I don't remember doing that whatsoever. Okay. So let's see. Gengar's taken care of. I need to evolve this. I need to evolve this. I need this. I do need to catch a Nosepass to evolve. You know what I should do? I'm gonna save the game. I used to do this way back in the day, when this game was in its prime or whatnot. Oh, I should also take it out of the chest. Let me see. Alright, so now I know the spawns. Does not really seem like there's anything here I need. And so to save 5 of my berries, I just reset the game. I kind of don't want a mass outbreak to be here right now. I should also check the one. Was there one in the Alabaster Icelands just now? I should check that one just in case there's anything Mammal Swine or Avalugg related. Today was Therian Form Enamorus Raid Day in Pokemon Go. I did like 7 raids. Because I saved my raid pass from yesterday. And I didn't get anything good. Well, at the very least, it helped my Decidueye's, silver bottle cap. And getting the 40 raids done. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do, but whatever. So tomorrow night, I have a dinner, and then, I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday night, I have another dinner. Okay, so there's only this, but that's not really a big deal. So, reset. Because it is the stinkiest time of the year. It's Chinese New Year. Man, let me tell you, earlier today, my dad, not just today, the past couple of days, my dad has been cleaning up the whole house. Because, this time of year, you need a clean start. You need to clean the house. You gotta clean everything. I tell you, it is so annoying. So tedious. My dad is very traditional. Very into this kind of stuff. Very much you know, I don't like Chinese New Year, okay? Mostly because of just how traditional my family takes it, especially my dad. We do all this extra bullshit that it turns out none of my friends even have heard of. Like, we do all these things during Chinese New Year because tradition. But then it turns out when I mention this stuff to my friends, they're just like, what? That sounds so strange. I've never heard of that before. It's like, what? Like, so it turns out my family takes an extra step, an extra mile during this time of year. And it's so annoying. So, my dad often around this time of year asks me to help him do stuff, to get stuff done. And, well, I don't ever see him ask my mom this stuff, nor my sister, because he knows very well the two of them, they don't give a damn. Like, they won't even help him. So he asks me. And I don't give a damn. I don't want to help. But because he actually asked me, well, I kind of have to. He sure as hell ain't going to ask those two, because those two ain't going to help out. The stupid lock-on in this game, I swear to God. I don't need a Geodude, but, you know, may as well try to catch this since it's right here. Sweet! Alphas are pretty easy to catch in this game, no? Also, I did look it up. Turns out everything in the space-time distortions have like a boost in alpha odds, which great! Fantastic! Love to hear it. Well, I actually have no idea where Eevee spawns. I'm tempted to just go back and forth until I get a MMO that has Eevee. Because I need like 7 of them mugs. Or is it 8? Oh, wait until we actually have to evolve the Eevees. Anyway, so yeah, it's Chinese New Year. Freaking earlier today, my dad made me help him freaking clean the dust off the shelves, wipe down the Buddha statue. It's just like, man, I don't care. You know, my dad was also telling me, like, around this time of year, you cannot say any negative thoughts. You cannot say negative things, only positive things. It's like, well, kind of hard not to. Anyway, so I need an Avalugg. I need a Mammal Swine. Oh, look at that. Your family is Chinese American? My family is Chinese, would you even classify us as Chinese Canadians? Well, my parents were born in Hong Kong. My sister and I, you know, we hail from here. You know, hearing the Chinese news earlier, they keep on saying Elon. And I've already mentioned that recently in the past. Like, are you people trying to say Iran when you say Elon? It's like, my God, people. Oh, look at that. I didn't even... Oh! Look! The 2 things I need! How nice is that? Here, take a look. Literally on my screen are the 2 things I need. Fan-freaking-tastic. Sweet. You know, I like to think that if my dad had moved the whole family back to Hong Kong like he... No, wait. If my mom moved the whole family back to Hong Kong like she wanted to, yeah, I feel like my life would be probably much better, but the opposite of exactly what it is now. Instead of my English being superb and pristine, and my English... What? And my Chinese sucking, it would be the other way around. My Chinese would be fan-freaking-tastic, but my English would be god-awful. I imagine that's how it would be. Of course. I imagine if I did grow up in Hong Kong, instead of here, in the Great White North, I would probably be taller, probably be more in shape. You know, it's a very much more cramped living space there, and also... Given how small the living quarters is, there would be... Well, privacy just doesn't exist over there. So, more monitoring, less me gaming, more studying. I'd probably be smarter if I was over there. Ah, well, we'll never know. Unless we can invent time travel or multiverse travel. Yep, well, we won't know how I turned out to be if I grew up there. Honestly, well... Probably exactly what I said. I'd probably be a lot better than I am now. Taller? Oh, hell yeah. You know how it is over there? There is not that many, Well, over here, let me put it this way. Over here, we drive everywhere. No, over there, they walk everywhere. So I would probably be more physical. I probably would be more in shape. I swear, the last time I went to Hong Kong, I was the largest dude around. I had to wear their triple XLs in order to fit. No, everyone over there is in shape. They skinny as hell over there. Yeah, you can clearly tell when I show up, I'm not from there. I'm a tourist. And frankly, I don't like going there. Man, last time I was there, the moment I arrived, I'm just like, oh my god, why am I here again? Why am I in Hong Kong again? This place stinks. There's a freaking musty odor when it comes to Hong Kong. I don't like going there. Not at all. Dirty ass place. Anyways, enough about all that. How do we even get to this topic? Right, Chinese New Year. I hate this time of year. Yeah, me personally, I don't see why we need to celebrate another New Year's in February. You know, we don't really do shit during actual New Year's in January. But then the supposed New Year's in February, we have to do all this stupid crap, and it's just like, I don't care. I don't care to do any of this. And you better bet we already went to the Chinese temples to pray. What a waste of my time. But thankfully when we went a couple weeks ago, the dude just yelled at us, "Closed. It's closed." So it's like, fantastic! Can I go home now? Okay, so I still need Scizor, and I didn't even catch a Nose Pass yet. We're almost done. It's just the evolutions that are a pain in the ass to do. I have no idea where Nosepass spawns. And also, where does Scizor spawn? Which area did Scizor spawn? Scizor spawns Alabaster Iceland Distortions. Okay, let me look up where to catch Nosepass. I know it's here somewhere. In the meantime, let me tell you guys about something that after some time and having some time to think about it, sitting on it, really letting it sit, letting it fester, letting it ferment, I really thought about this in the time since. Who is the best waifu or the ideal waifu in Chainsaw Man? I know that debate I am madly late on. By the end of the Chainsaw Man movie, I'm just like, of course I'm gonna pick Reze. Have you seen that girl? Have you seen the way she acts? That's my dream right there. I mean, that's every guy's dream right there. However, I did also say, well, it was all fake. It was all a lie. All a performance. And also, she kinda dead. I kinda just don't trust Makima at all. Honestly, I probably would have said Himeno, but like, goddamn, I just can't get over the fact that she smokes. I really just cannot deal with people who smoke. Let me put it this way. Smoking is a bit of a... It's not even a bit. Smoking is absolutely a deal breaker for me. Is that an anime? Yeah. Yeah, smoking is an absolute deal breaker for me. You might call me a madman for this, but if Sydney Sweeney or Margot Robbie smoked, yeah, I'm sorry, but that's a deal breaker for me. I really just cannot stand smoking. Why am I even attacking this thing? Okay. I'm a heathen? What? So anyways, yeah, well, Himeno's also dead. Kobani, yeah, no. After really thinking about it, I started leaning more towards power, can you believe? Like, I know she's crazy. She'll probably kill you on sight, but, well, if you know me, I've never been shy about, you know, trying to stick it in some crazy. And besides, I feel like Power and Denji have a greater chemistry than he and Makima ever did. Reze, like I said, is dead. But yeah, like, I'm kind of leaning more towards Power now. Like I said, she is crazy and a little bit unhinged. But one can make the argument, Kobani's a little more unhinged. Maybe more unhinged than Power is. I don't know, at the moment I'm kind of leaning towards Power. She has a very explosive personality, and you know that. Makima, they just flat out showed us how bland she is. Reze, yeah, we like what we saw, but it was all fake, and she also dead. So at the moment, I'm kind of leaning more towards Power of all characters. So that's just me. Anyways, so let's see. I'm still missing all the goddamn evolutions. This is done. This is done. I need this. Well, once again, my hatred for smoking primarily comes from my dad. and how he just highlights the habits that all smokers have. You want to know something my family does that pisses me off, but I just don't say anything? Like, if I do, I'm literally making a big deal out of nothing, like major first world problems type of shit. So, here at home, our dinner table is right in front of, I should say, right in front of the door to the backyard. And we open that door all the time to let our dog out, you know? And because right now it's winter time, well, obviously it's cold outside. There's snow outside. So there are jackets on the chairs of the dinner table right in front of the backyard. There is my jacket on my chair, and there's my dad's jacket on my dad's chair. So something that pisses me off that my family does is, well, obviously when I go out, I put on my own jacket. My dad, when he goes out, he puts on his own jacket, but my sister, whenever she lets the dog out, it's a toss of the coin, whichever jacket she chooses. And then, not just my sister, but my dad too, they will put my dad's stank-ass jacket on my chair. Like I said, it's a very small issue, but damn it, it pisses me off. Them putting his stanky-ass jacket on my chair. Like, I don't want his stink-ass smoke smell on my chair that I sit on. Like, put it on Dad's chair. Why are you putting his stinky jacket on my chair? And you want to know what else? They only put it on our chairs. The jackets only go onto my chair or my dad's chair. I don't ever see my sister put the jackets onto her chair. I don't know, it's just a me thing. I don't like my dad's stinky smoke jacket on my chair. You know what's another thing these sumbitches do? Sometimes when my jacket is on my chair, these guys put my dad's jacket on top of my jacket. Like, they go out of their way to put it onto my chair. I don't know, it's a very first world problem thing. I just don't like smoke, okay? It's like, why do you think I actually don't really hug my dad that much? Because he just has this stank aura to him. This smoke aura to him that I'm just like, no, I'm not getting close to that. I love you, Dad, but I'm not hugging you. I'm not getting close to that. Which sucks, you know? I want to hug my dad more, but I just can't get over that smoke smell. I hate it. And you bet, you smoke in my car, I kill you. What are we even talking about anymore? So we do have one episode to go over today. The episode of Wonder Man I didn't have time to go over last time. And, well, I didn't have enough time to watch anything else for today. So just the one Wonder Man episode today. But after. I'm kind of trying to wait for... No, wait, what am I doing? Hold on a second. No. I don't need to waste my stinking time with this. No, get out of here. I don't need to catch a Scizor from this game. I can just evolve it. I may not be able to evolve it in this game, but I can evolve it in another game. All it needs is the origin mark. I got myself covered there, that's right. Right, so I don't need to waste my time with Scizor, but now I do need to catch a bunch of Eevees. Oh, this will be fun. So I need 8 Eevees. Okay, let me see. Where can I catch an Eevee in this game? I know they spawn here and in this and massive outbreaks. But I do know that they're rare. Oh, that's just a... Yeah, that just sucks right there. Can't Eevee spawn up here as well in massive outbreaks? Hold on, I did pull this up earlier. No, they can't. Not from Alabaster Iceland spawn MMOs. No, they can't. Okay, let me see. Where do I catch an Eevee? Okay, so Eevee around the Horseshoe Plains. What is that? Oh, that's a Starly. For a second, I couldn't even tell what that was. Aha! I need 8 of them. Can you turn around, please? How's everyone out there doing? Damn, I hurled that thing right onto the back of Eevee's head. Okay, so that's 1. Alright, rinse and repeat. 7 more times. It's gonna be an absolute pain to evolve these Eevees, I tell ya. At least majority of them evolve with stones now, so that helps out a lot. I still don't see why certain evolutions can't evolve with certain stones. Like, I feel like evolving into an Umbreon with a Moonstone is a no-brainer. You're very sleepy. Well, I know an easy solution for that. That's a Bidoof this time. So let's see. Tomorrow night I'm having dinner with my my sister's relatives. So the family on my sister's husband's side. What's sad is, well, if my sister's husband's brother shows up, then, well, the whole family is here, and I'm the only one who's left unmarried. Those must be some proud parents right there. Both their sons are married. When it comes to my family, we're just like, damn. She got issues, but it's not our problem anymore. She's married. Well, it's very much still our problem, but, you know. Actually, nothing's different. You know, for Chinese New Year, I mentioned my dad is cleaning the whole house. Well, my sister mentioned to me, they were in your bathroom, you know. They were in your bathroom cleaning up, both mom and dad. You ever notice that they only ever go into your bathroom to do stuff? They never go into mine. And then we were both joking, like, it's because no one dares to go into your bathroom. You dirty, filthy person. Oh yeah, my sister's filthy. Horribly filthy. No one dares go into her bathroom. Seriously? The one time I need an Eevee outbreak, there is none. Okay, just to get the MMO moving along. Not too much to talk about. I am about halfway done editing all of the Korok footage. Look, it's hard to find time to really sit down and edit, you know? There's only so many hours in a day. I tried editing remotely, but then something about it's not saving to the cloud, so you can't log onto another device and have all your editing back on. It's like, wow, that's a hassle, but fine. I'm sure there's more than one Eevee spawn around here, but, well, I don't feel like thinking right now. Remote access your computer. Pretty sure I tried that like 6 years ago and it didn't work. Well, I'm working on it. It's a lot of footage. Well, that's before your super PC. Yeah, my super PC that ran out of space. Which I don't even know how that's possible. Somehow my computer ran out of storage space despite me not even downloading anything. Man, just to free up some space, I had to uninstall Marvel Rivals. I had to uninstall Persona the Phantom X, even though I stopped playing that long ago. No, it can't be all the videos. Once I edit those, or any sort of videos I have, I move them all to external hard drives, and then I delete them off my system. So I barely have any videos on my computer. I don't know what is taking up all the space. I don't download anything. I don't save anything. It's in the download folder. Well, you know me. I know nothing about computers. How much space do I have? I don't know. Bruh, you can't complain about not having space, then not know how much space you have. Watch me! Anyways. Next thing you're gonna tell me is it's 256, half of that is window updates. Let's see, any EV outbreaks this time, please? Damn, not this time. Nothing I need either. Not really a whole lot to talk about today. Nothing really eventful going on in life right now. You know, my dad keeps pestering me about chiropractor or becoming a chef. I know he only wants what's best for me. I know he wants me to find success and be able to earn money in this world, but it's like I don't really want to do any of those, especially the chiropractor. And he keeps on bringing it up. He keeps on bringing up, son, did you look up the requirements for chiropractor? Did you look into it yet? I'm just like, no, I don't want to be that. And well, all it takes is one wrong cracked bone, someone's in a wheelchair, and I get a lawsuit on my hands. Oh, speaking of a wheelchair, the other day, I saw a tricked out wheelchair. Like, it was literally a dude in a wheelchair that had, like, a steering wheel. It was, like, half wheelchair, half scooter. Like, it actually was able to move on its own. It was pretty dope. And no, it wasn't like a... What's a three-wheeled bicycle? Well, it's not a tricycle. Like, it's one of those. Like, it was actually a wheelchair, but it was, like, motorized. You can actually move it like a scooter. I don't know, it was pretty dope to see. Damn, I did not know Eevee would be this uncommon. Well, fingers crossed for a massive outbreak, which I don't even think Eevee can spawn from. I could have sworn in the past I've seen Eevee spawn from massive outbreaks. Or was it just an Eevee outbreak? Another Bidoof. Bidoof. man, tomorrow I gotta work on that assignment of mine. God damn it. Well, because I have nothing else to talk about, let's go over the Wonder Man episode I didn't have time for last time. Alright, episode 5 of Wonder Man. This was the shortest episode yet, clocking in at about 20 minutes. And then when you minus the ending credits that are notoriously long for Marvel, this episode was only like, I don't know, just shy of just over 15 minutes, which is kind of crazy. So our characters are celebrating about the fact that they got a callback for Wonder Man, you know, the movie. So they're out at a restaurant, was it a restaurant or a bar? I think it was a restaurant. They were out at a restaurant, and we actually see, you know, for just a brief little scene, we see Cleary, talking with his superior about, like, hey, how's it going? Fine, fine. In fact, we're making great progress. I'm about to snag me a super-powered menace, and we're about to fill that prison up good, boss, I tell you. Trust. It's like, I still can't believe, of all people, he went after Simon Williams. And, hold on, let me do something. I forgot to look up this actor's name again. I keep forgetting his name. Like, I also want to make sure, is it even him? Oh, right, Kevin Durand. Is that Kevin Durand in this show? Okay, no. It says here Kevin Durand is not officially cast as No, not as Wonder Man. I don't know. The guy that plays Cleary's boss really looks like Kevin Durand. Oh. Anyway, so Simon and Trevor, they are having drinks at a bar or a restaurant celebrating the fact that they both got callbacks. Once again, Simon is overthinking about the what the script might be for his actual, like, second audition. While some guys come over claiming to know Trevor, not in a good way, because Trevor still owes him money for all of the rugs he got from them in the past. So they take both Trevor and Simon out to a back alley, threaten their lives, but then Simon, he kind of just goes beast mode, unleashes his powers, and beats the hell out of all these guys. Yeah, but we know, thanks to the doorman clause, that it's dangerous for Simon to be seen in public using his powers. Thankfully, nobody saw, because they're in a back alleyway. Uh-oh, someone actually did see. Some kid on a scooter caught all of it on his GoPro. So, they need to chase him down. They can't let that footage go public. And, well, you've heard stories of how casting agents go. Or, not even just casting agents, just how jobs in general work. These days with the internet, they do a background check on you. It's like, oh, no, this person said this one thing, we can't hire them. They need a squeaky clean image. So, yeah, especially in this day and age, if that footage were to get out, Simon really would not work in the acting biz ever again. All thanks to that doorman clause. So they try to chase down this kid. I know the kid is on a scooter, like an electric scooter, so he's much faster. But I don't know. I felt like it probably would have been faster for them to just chase him on foot instead of running back into Simon's car, especially with that LA traffic. Trevor even said there's some sort of event going on to cause all that gridlock. So after some circling around the block, they can't find him until, well, they actually do. While chasing him, Janelle emails them the script for the callback. It's like, really? Simon's now's not the time to stop the car and go over the script. You got a footage to reclaim. So anyways, they see the kid. The kid the kid knows that they're following him, so he does a pretty smart move, not gonna lie. He lures them into someplace to have a nice, calm, civil, public discussion about what to do. So they chase him into this, like, pretty, I don't know, pretty bleak-looking area. They lost him. Where did he go? Well, it turns out there's a whole secret nightclub hidden behind a vending machine. And there sits the kid, waiting for these two to approach. He knows, pretty smart, he knows that if he does this in public, they won't make a scene. So we learned this guy's name is Jaden, and he gives him an ultimatum. Like, let's make a deal. You do something for me, and I'll delete the footage from my GoPro. If not, then it'll automatically be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow at 9 a.m. First of all, Trevor calls this dude's bluff the whole time. Like, no, he's not trustworthy. We can't trust him. But Simon's just like, we have no choice. And second of all, Trevor calls his bluff, because even I know, yeah, you cannot upload onto YouTube directly from a GoPro. Let alone schedule it for 9 a.m. Anyway, so they reluctantly help out Jaden because they have no choice. What Jaden wants is, supposedly his motorcycle has been stolen. They want him to, they want Simon. He wants Simon to just scare the thief, rough him up a bit, get his motorcycle back. Easy. Someone with Simon Williams' strength, no problem, right? Alright, so they drive over to the house where supposedly Jaden's motorcycle's at. And look, motorcycle's right there. Simon and Trevor, they try to pose as undercover cops to enter the house and try to question the guy who supposedly stole his bike, Esteban. So yeah, they have this whole back and forth about trying to be undercover cops. Simon even knows the reference directly from whatever he was phrasing, whatever he was quoting. They knock at the door. Wow, their cover is immediately blown because, like, hey, aren't you the Mandarin? Anyways, their cover is instantly blown. The girl calls out to her friend Esteban, where it's like, yo, Esteban, the frickin' Mandarin's here. Alright, so now they have entered the house of a drug ring? Yeah, not even close. These guys are just packaging candy. They're packaging chamoy flavored peach rings? Listen, I like peach rings. I do. I love them joints. But, like, I don't know, adding chamoy onto it? I don't know about that. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't see the appeal of spicy candy. Or specifically, sweet, fruity candy that you then externally add something spicy like chamoy. Like, the candy was just not meant to be spicy. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of spicy food. I'm not a fan of spicy food, period. So, a peach ring covered in chamoy just ain't for me. I don't want to say it sounds nasty, but it sounds painful. Yeah, I don't like spicy food. I cannot handle spicy food. God forbid I ever date a Korean girl, because let me tell you, those Koreans, they love their spicy food. I mean, it would be more like a sacrifice, if you understand what I'm throwing down. Anyway, so yeah, turns out there's been a misunderstanding. Esteban's just like, oh, Jaden. See, we started this candy biz together, but he then got greedy, started demanding more, to the point we had to separate, and now he's extra salty about it. And, you know, a part of me was kind of thinking, like, why couldn't you guys just take the bike and leave? Why'd you have to rough him up, too? Sure, if he was supposedly this dangerous guy, he would instantly know who took the bike, but, like, just claim you don't have the bike. I know that's all easier said than done. I know. I didn't even use the proper Pokeball, but whatever. Okay, how many EVs is that by now? It's like 5? That's not how I check my Pokemon. Yeah, it is 5. So I need 3 more. And then we're pretty much done catching everything, if I'm not mistaken. We just need to evolve them, which will be a whole nother pain. So anyways, yeah, there's a misunderstanding. Jaden is waiting in the car, and the drug dealers from earlier who were demanding money back from Trevor, they show up waving a gun around, holding Jaden hostage, and some poor lady watering her lawn notices and calls the cops. So the drug dealers, they're threatening Jaden's life. They're like, Trevor, we'll kill your friend. Oh, to be honest, he's not really a friend of mine. We're gonna kill him. Please do. It's like, I love how completely Trevor did not care about him at all. And I can't blame him. Anyway, so, yeah. The cops show up. Wait, before the cops show up. Everyone's frantic because, you know, there's a gun-waving drug dealer outside and his entire gang. So, Trevor's just like, okay, wait, before we go, tell me, are you able to upload footage directly to YouTube from a GoPro? What? No, you have to export the file onto a computer first. I knew it. They're just like, alright, Jaden, we'll help you. But first, slide the GoPro through the mailbox. Yep, there you go. And then footage is deleted. Hallelujah. The hell with Jaden. Let him die. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Now the cops show up. They hold the gun dealers at gunpoint. But off screen, we do actually hear guns shot, like bullets be fired. Everyone runs out the house, leaving behind their candy operation. Also, just as they're about to leave, run for their lives because there's gunfire, Simon gets a phone call from Janelle. And she's just like, Simon, don't you dare hang up this phone. I'm calling you to tell you that Von Kovac is leaving town tomorrow. So, the callback has been moved up. You need to go for the second for the second audition. The callback now. Uh-oh. Of all the things that could have happened right now. So yeah, they need to book it out of there. Not only are the police letting bullets fly, the callback is happening now. So they had pretty much no time to memorize the script, and they need to get to the spot on the double. You know, one thing I couldn't help but notice? When they ran out of the house, Simon and Trevor, they got into their car. Well, they got into the wrong seats. Trevor's on the Trevor's in the driver's seat. And then, you know, they're just like, step on it, book it, we gotta get out of here. Would the cops really have allowed that to happen? There were like 2 or 3 cops on site, but I only saw 1 cop cruiser. Surely they had to have seen a bunch of people running out of the house that they were firing at. Surely they had to see people get into their car and drive away. Would the cops even let them do that? Wouldn't the police have chased them down? I don't freaking know. There you go. Episode 5 of Wonder Man. It was a short episode. You know, one thing I did want to see from the Marvel Universe for quite a while is a project following just a normal person. An ordinary person, not a big superhero. Okay, I think I need to change it back to daytime. Not a big superhero, not a huge main character, nothing. Just, I wanted to see the life of an ordinary civilian in the Marvel Universe. You know, at first, back when She-Hulk was airing, there were rumors that maybe we would get a Madison show. You know, Madison with a Y and an N, but not what you think. It's like maybe a show following her, just an ordinary, normal person in this completely wild universe. But, no, it seems like Wonder Man is exactly that. Following the most basic, the most normal person out there. An actor, a struggling actor who, in this context, just happened to have superpowers. And, you know, another thing, it's not even clear how Simon or even Damar Dorman Davis got their powers. Because even Simon said that... he doesn't even know how it happened. And Damar, he just stuck his hand in some goo and then it just happened. So it's like, what? Where's my superhero origin story? Damn. Alright, I'm going to try to catch 3 more Eevees for today. I'm going to try to get everything I need. And then maybe... Oop, hold on. Maybe if I have time, I'll start evolving stuff as well. Evolving the Eevees is by far going to take the longest. Going to be the most annoying. But, you know, this was fun. Revisiting this game, catching some stuff, it was fun. Well, once again, it's been a long time since I revisited this game. The hell was that? I'm not really up to much these days. Aside from slacking with my schoolwork, not really doing much these days. Aww. Well, doesn't really matter. Maybe the Eevee spawn is untouched. Nope, never mind. But let's go see. There are Spheals spawning here for some reason. Hooray, another one. So we just need 2 more. Anyone ever notice that with these jet balls, you actually need to aim a little lower? You cannot rely on the crosshairs. You know my idea last time about that TV show pitch? I actually thought of some other ideas that would work for, like, episode plots. I probably should have written them down. You know, a couple of grounded storylines, kind of like, let's say, for example, the guy is on a trip to, like, I don't know, a hotel, a ski resort, something. Like, the guy is on a trip with his entire group of friends, and then, miraculously, the girl is on a trip with her group of friends and happen to just be at the same spot. So the 2 groups, they hang out, and then you know the rest. What other ideas did I come up with? Oh, right, I thought of something. Now, this isn't exactly the most original idea. It's just an episode where she's very much trying to hint that she's interested in the guy, but he's just not picking it up. I don't know, I had this idea where... So she's trying to ask him, like, advice, you know? How do I get the attention of this guy I like? And the guy's just like, oh, tell me what he's like. And without realizing it, she basically just says him. mentions everything he is like. Everything he's interested in, everything he likes. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much says him to his face and he doesn't realize it. I don't know, like, let's use me for an example. Not like this will ever happen. A girl is trying to hint at me that she's interested in me. And when I ask her, okay, you want advice on how to get this guy to like you? What's he like? Tell me what he's like. And then she explaining him basically just explains me, and I don't realize it. It's like, okay, well. And then I give her advice, I tell her what to do, and then she uses that same advice on him. It's like, wait, I thought you were going to use it on the guy you like. Don't you get it? You are the guy I like. That kind of stuff. Doesn't that sound stupid and cheesy? But you know, sometimes a little stupid and cheesy is what we need in our lives. You know, in my mind, even though, well, who all this is coming from, it's much easier for me to think about stories where the girl is interested in the guy rather than vice versa. And here's another thing I thought about. So, they're all friends, a big group of friends. She's interested in the guy, and whether knowingly or not, she wants to do something nice for her friends. She cooks up a feast for her friends. She's just like, all right, all you guys come over for dinner. I'm gonna be hosting the dinner this time. I'll cook for all you guys. And then it turns out she just happens to cook the one food the guy doesn't like. And, you know, he doesn't want to break her heart. He doesn't want to disappoint her. She went through all the effort to prepare all of this for her, so he just puts on a straight face and just scarfs it down like, delicious. Excuse me. Oh, I can't believe I ate all that. I can't stand this food. I don't want to hurt her, though, because she spent all that time and effort preparing it. But she doesn't realize right away until probably later on someone breaks the news to her, like, oh, you're telling me that I cooked the one thing he doesn't like eating? Oh, but he's so sweet. He actually still ate it and didn't make a fuss about it. I didn't even know he didn't like it. When he was eating it, he seemed like he enjoyed it so much. I don't know, it's just stupid ideas like this. And, well, that's all the grounded side. In terms of the sci-fi side, the more outlandish side, well, there's only so many ideas out there that haven't been done before. Something like akin to Sword Art Online. They get trapped in a digital world together. What else? What else did I think sci-fi wise? Damn these Bidoofs! What other sci-fi stories did I think of? Oh my god, I see here on the forecast 14 centimeters of snow on Wednesday. Oh, look at that! A little bit too late, but hey, we still got it. We actually got an Eevee outbreak. A little bit too late. I could have used this like half an hour to 45 minutes ago. And at this point, I only need like 2 more Eevees. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. Well, it's a little too late, but at least we have it now. Maybe we can get a shiny one. I don't know. Man. You heard nothing? Alright, we got all the EVs we needed. I may as well see if there's anything else that spawns here. Maybe a shiny will show up. I think that's about it. I don't think any more are gonna spawn. Well, this one outbreak pretty much rendered the past half an hour completely pointless. Well, whatever. We got what we need. Okay, so let's see. So we have everything evolution covered. We need to evolve this. This is covered. Need to evolve these. Got this. Need to evolve. Got this. Got this. Need to evolve. 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 Evolve and evolve. So we got everything. That's everything we need. Everything else is just evolving. Let's see, what are the fastest ones we can evolve for now? Well, first, let me just move everything. Let me see here. The quickest one to evolve. So I do need the ones that are evolution stones. So Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Leafeon, and Espeon. What? Leafeon and Glaceon. And that's all the ones that can evolve by stone. Wait, hold on. Let me make some space first. Actually, I had plenty of space. Whoops. No. Wait, no, yes! That is how I do it. So everything else, we just sit back and we just begin to evolve. You know, what if one storyline, the girl knows something that the guy's into and she actually gets into it just to share an interest with him, but, you know, she actually gets interested in it as well. Imagine you got into Warhammer just to be with Henry Cavill. What other ideas did I come up with? Trying to think of more of the outlandish ones, the sci-fi ones. Oh, right, I remember something. I remember. So, taking a page out of DC, something like the Book of Destiny, where the girl gets her hands on this reality rewriting book, and she makes it so reality is, he is hers. But then something starts slipping through the crack. He starts thinking like, something doesn't feel right. I keep getting these visions of something, of another life. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. Now, you don't need me to explain why the other way wouldn't work. How if the guy got a means of rewriting reality and making her his, that doesn't sound as great, now does it? What? Whatever. Okay, those ones are quick to evolve. How did I evolve a Cleavor in this game? I need the black Augurite. How do I get that again? Do I have that? The black Augurite. How many do I have? Because if I only have one, I may want to save it. Oh, I have 8. Never mind. Okay, move to Satchel. So I need the black Augurite for Cleavor. I also need... Wow, I have 12 of these? So I do need one for Gengar. And actually, that's it. I only need one of these. So Gengar... Hold on, I should probably pull this on screen. So Gengar... This I need to level up. This I need the Magmarizer and the other one. No, I didn't. I caught the Electivire full stop. So I don't need that. So just get me one of these. That's not even the right one. What else? Oops. What else? Evolve this. Didn't I need a Thunderstone for this? Or does it work differently in this game? I know in other games they change it to just a Thunderstone working. Maybe it needs a specific area in this one. Ugh. Level up while at Mount Coronet. Okay. That one's also a level up. This one I know needs Ancient Power, and then I think this one's just level up. Well, let's see. First, let's evolve those ones. So let's see. I needed Magmar. I needed... oh, never mind. My dumbass already got them. What am I talking about? I need one of these. I also need you. Oh, I thought of an idea, and this is in no ways original. But I did spawn this idea from myself without any sort of influence. Or inspiration, I should say. So I had this idea for a more sci-fi episode. Their kid shows up from the future, and it's just like, I'm here to make sure you two meet. Something like an idea I had. In the future, people go back in time to make sure events play out the way they should. Because taking a book out of Loki, sure, the timeline is meant to play out the way it is, but sometimes things don't play out how they should. And people in the future, they need to go back in time and make sure it does play out properly. And it's like, Dad, at the rate you're going, you and Mom are never gonna meet. And then, you know, you'll never have me. So I came back in time to introduce you to Mom, or at least make sure you and Mom meet. And actually have me as a kid, otherwise I won't exist. And it's kind of like, well, if that's the case in the future, people go back into the past and make sure things play out properly, how come we never heard of it? It's like, oh, it happens all the time. You know, it happens all the time. We just erase everyone's memories once we leave to make sure... Well, it may erase the memories of encountering someone from the future, but everything else, yeah. I don't know, that's just my idea. So I think that's everything I need at the moment. Everything else I need is level up evolution. This is going to be a pain. I'll do that later on. Oh, yes. This. Given how annoying this is, let's just do this now. Alright. Nope. That's where it should be. I don't think... Yeah, the peat block, I don't think I even have one here. So, given that Ursaring is such a pain to evolve because of the peat block item, how am I going to do it if I don't have one? Well, thankfully, a while ago, I did an extra playthrough of Legends Arceus on an alt file. And I'm pretty sure I didn't get the peat block from that file. So I can evolve it in that one. Though I think I do need to do the side mission that gets you the peat block. If that's not the case, then I'm screwed. Because, getting a peat block legitimately is such a pain. I'm trying to remember what even was the reason I played through Legends Arceus again. Oh right, it was so I can get an extra Arceus for my living decks, because I put that off for a long time. I didn't want to replay both games again. I had better things to do with my time, but I finally decided a while ago, alright, it's time. I'm going to replay both games to get a regular Arceus in a Pokeball for my living decks. Because at the moment, it was still an Arceus in a Cherish Ball. Right, that's why I replayed both games. And let me see, which file was it that had Legends Arceus? Well, I think that's a no-brainer. I don't even know what my stuff was here. Like, why I have all this stuff in here. Where was that Ursaring at? There it is. This file this time. Yeah, I don't think I did the peat block side mission in this file. Because why would I? All I needed to do was beat the game so that I can get my hands on an Arceus. Oh, by the way, I got the Arceus in BDSP, not Legends Arceus. That way it's in a modern Pokeball. Right, I also chose to play as a girl on this file because why not? Okay, let me see. I don't think I have the peat block in this file. Not yet, at least. Yeah, of course not. Oh, by the way, what do you think of my team? Isn't there something missing here? I don't know anymore. I don't remember what I did in this file. Let's just go get that side mission. Could have sworn this isn't even what I had on my team. Or was that even this file? I had a file... I'm pretty sure it was this one. My team was... Because I didn't really want to think about it, I did the 3 Hisuian starters and I did the 3 Sinnoh starters. It's like, really? It's like, that wasn't this file? Should have been. Wow, this place is a lot bigger than I thought. Where is that guy at? Or does it have to be like day or whatever? I don't have it already, do I? Unless I need to beat the game first, which I don't think I do. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Okay, I already did this. 38, 58, 69, 77, and 86. Maybe... Is this not the right file? Did I even... I don't think I even did this on a different file, unless I did. Did I play this game 3 times? Now I don't remember. Maybe I did. Was it this file? I think it was this file. Yeah, see? Or was it? Wait. I don't remember anymore. I don't know anymore. I think it was this file I was banking on to have the peak block. What? Okay, I don't have the file. I don't have them done on here. I don't have 38, 50, 38, 58, 69, and 77, 70, 86. I don't have them done on this file. So it's this file without the peep block. Or this file with the peep block I haven't gotten yet. You! Right, it was this file I replayed. Or I did a whole new one. And yeah, I banked on this one to get me the peep block. Alright, let's try to evolve Ursaluna and then call it for tonight. Or I'm thinking, should I save this for next time? Wait, why am I following that? That's not where I need to go. Anyway, so let's take a look. We are now at 233 out of 242, which is good. We're getting very close. Tell you what, let's finish the sequence of side missions, and then we'll evolve. We'll probably evolve next time, since getting the damn peat block is only half of what's required. I still need there to be a full moon before I can evolve Ursaring into Ursaluna. What a pain in the ass. Why do you think I hate evolving Ursaring into Ursaluna? And yet somehow I keep finding I keep finding reasons to constantly evolve for more. Damn, she must have teleported to there, you know? Because I didn't even see her leave the room. Or leave the building. Okay, so up next is the coastlands. She's over here at, how fittingly, Castaway Shore. Give me just a second. I'm gonna mash B remotely. Alright, that's only 2 of 5. What? Why am I talking to you? Well, we're almost done for tonight. I'm just going to finish up these side quests and then call it for tonight. Alright, now gotta go to the Coronet Highlands. And I think thankfully this one is really quick to find her. I think I should have gone straight to the summit camp. And my voice did just crack there. I need to go... Oh, I don't even have it on this file. There's supposed to be a camp. Yeah, there's supposed to be this right here. I need to be like here, or around here. Oh, wait, there she is. Excuse me, Yon Mega. Don't mind me. Alright, that's the third one. 2 more, and then I'll call it for tonight. We'll evolve Ursaluna next time. Ah, keep thinking that's how you run in this game. Okay. So this one is, I think, just over here, around the corner. She's somewhere around right there. Even though I know Infernape's not a special attacker, I don't really care. I should have saved this for next time, but whatever. We're already almost done. Just one more. Really didn't need to teleport there, but what are you gonna do? Alright, last one. After this. And if we go back in there this time... Oh, now the... Oh, wait, you're still here. No, this time we're supposed to rescue you as opposed to your sister. And then this guy here is in the underground cave. Wow, you can see I haven't really played much on this file. I need to go... Where's the big hole? Oh, he's right there. I thought I had to travel in a little bit more. Alright, let's head back to them, and let's claim the peat block and call it for tonight. At least I already did the dishes tonight. Where are they? Wait a second, where do I go to get it? Or did they already give it to me and I didn't pay attention? Oh no, they did! This goddamn thing. Sweet, so this is the item we need to evolve Ursaring into Ursaluna. But I'm gonna do that next time. Oh, that's right, I picked the blonde girl for this playthrough, and then I changed to the blue. I forgot all about that. Alright, well, I'll see you next time. Next time we'll evolve Ursa Ring into Ursaluna, and do the rest. We'll continue evolving. Alright, see you guys next time.